Comrades is over, and perhaps you're looking for a new race. We'd like to bring to your attention something really cool that we've actually taken part in, and that is the swim run option. It's an event where you do both swimming and running. The run takes up more portion of the swim, of course, but a great mix and a really fun and innovative way to spice up your running. Of course, it's also an excuse to buy a new pair of shoes, like you need an excuse. But we have some specific swim run shoes available in South Africa, and we wanted to bring to your attention a few of those. First up is the Vivobarefoot Primus Swimrun. That's the shoe. It's got a firm and a soft grip. I don't know why you'd use the soft grip actually, but the firm grip is a little bit harder underfoot. So why specific to swimrun? There's a few aspects to that which we'll talk you through. First of all, the whole shoe has been treated so that it resists water. That's not to keep water out, but it is to make it more streamlined on the swim. Let's stick to the swim, and there are a few other reasons why it's worthwhile getting a specific shoe. This shoe is extremely flexible, and that helps your actual swimming stroke. Of course, your foot when it swims, needs to be able to flip, and it gives a little bit of recoil as well. So much easier to swim in this than other shoes. I just want to say, first of all, that you don't have to get a pair of specific shoes to do the swim run discipline. Most people actually do it in a normal pair of shoes. They just try and pick their lightest one and perhaps one with the lowest heel stack. But this has 0 heel stack, no difference in profile from heel to toe, wider forefoot, and huge flexibility. So it really does lend itself perfectly for swimming if you have to swim in a shoe. And what happens in swim run? You swim in your shoes and you run in your wetsuit. So there is a transition. It's an important part of the event, but then transition is fun. It's coming out of the sea, it's coming out of a dam, and it's not actually a place where you change from swimming to running or running to swimming. You actually just keep running through and swimming through kelp or up onto a beach or anything like that. So it's all part of the run. Part of the event is the transition. When that happens as well, you're going to want the neoprene entrance to the shoe, because that gets nice and close to your ankle and doesn't allow debris in and sand in because of the terrains that you're going to be running in. The wider foot also helps with swimming, because think about a flipper, it's a little bit wider, so you get more surface area, which helps with swimming. A lacing system which is easy to operate. When you're coming out of the seawater, your hands get cold, or when you've been swimming, your hands are a little bit colder, a little bit more difficult to start tying laces if that becomes a problem. But adjusting the lacing system is a lot easier, and then just tucking it in so it doesn't bounce around and get caught on branches or anything else that it might get caught on. What else? This shoe, if you do get debris in, the inner, which you can remove, and you don't have to use the inner is purely to give a little bit more cushioning, but it also has an aerated system which allows the debris to drain through and lie on a lower layer on your foot, so that your actual foot doesn't get into contact with it as much as it could be. You don't want sand hanging around the foot and making contact and causing blisters. The aeration also helps your foot stay a little bit drier, so that makes it less likely to blister. So that is a specific shoe from Vivobarefoot. So although it's still winter, this is a great time to start casting your eye into the future and finding another event that will spice up your running.